for the Sims franchise began during Sims 2 when I filled my collection by finding expansion packs at garage sales. Since then though, gaming and Sims has changed quite a bit. With Sims 4 now, games are fully embracing the live service model, and gone are the days where physical CDs are king. Now that aside, you also have to rely on things like the EA app to make sure it does not malfunction and claim you don't own certain packs. It would seem, unfortunately, that the future of the Sims franchise is taking that a step further, joining the ever-growing trend of streaming and subscriptions. At the end of March 2025, Electronic Arts signed a deal of multiple years with Amazon Luna. Now, Amazon Luna is Amazon's version of a cloud gaming service. And if you wonder why this might impact The Sims, we know they are working to build a Sims platform. That platform will include Sims 4, Project Renee, Sims Stories, and My Sims. This will have a shared gallery, and with Project Renee especially focusing on seamless cross-platform from mobile to console to Windows seamlessly. And cloud gaming is mentioned in several earnings calls. And so it is very likely the future of The Sims will hinge on cloud gaming, at least as an option, and I will give you my full coverage linked below. With this recent deal made with Amazon, I wouldn't be surprised to see this coming to The Sims. However, Luna Cloud Gaming does require a paid subscription, and that would contradict a supposed promise that was made over a year ago. When explaining the future of The Sims, quote, "That means when it's ready and fully open to our players, you'll be able to join and play and explore Project Renee without a subscription, without core game purchase or energy mechanics." And so this is where it gets confusing, because lots of people think Project Renee is going to have microtransactions, and this recent news with Amazon also makes it seem like it's going to have a subscription. Yet Pearson clearly said without a subscription, without core game purchase or energy mechanics. She did go on to say that Project Renee, like Sims 4, will have paid content, but that the new game's content will be distributed differently. For example, was weather. In The Sims 4, you needed the $40 Seasons expansion pack. The next iteration of The Sims would come with basic weather, and the paid content would expand upon that. So if snow was in the base game, the expansion would let you ice skate or build a snowman. And honestly, again, this is why they need to give us more clarification about Project Renee, because initially it almost sounded like a Sims 5. However, this is just getting more and more complicated. And so the question is, with this new deal with Amazon, could they be pivoting? Would they require a subscription and actually go back on what's said? Or could it be somehow optional? Could the cloud gaming component be optional for people who want to use it? Now, in order to even speculate on this, we need to look at what this deal actually involved. With the current deal, the games will be available on any device with Luna, including Amazon's Fire TV and tablets, PC, Mac, smartphone, and some LG and Samsung smart TVs. More titles, including some of the sports games, will also come in the coming months. There's also this statement from EA's Chief Experiences Officer. "Our teams are focused on building experiences that entertain and engage EA's massive online communities, and we're excited to partner with Amazon to make those games available. We will look forward to a selection of EA games joining Amazon Luna, offering new ways for players and fans to come together." And they do consider Sims to be a massive online community. They consider Sims also to be a place where players come together. So all in all, I don't know for sure how this is going to impact, say, Sims 4, but I do think this is in their plans. The more you look at Amazon Luna, the more clear it becomes why they are doing this. First of all, we do know that user-generated content is massive, especially for The Sims, and they want as many people as playing it as possible. You would say, but Aaron, then they would fix things like save corruption files, and I would agree with that. That aside, you can see here you can broadcast directly to Twitch from Luna, broadcast your Luna gameplay from compatible PC or Mac, or you can broadcast from your Fire TV. And again, these are of course marketing pitches, but I think these are pitches that would settle well with investors. And with the focus of Sims being cross-platform, this is also another reason they would embrace this. Play your favorite games with Luna Control, or connect a controller you already have via Bluetooth or USB. If you don't have a controller, you can try Luna by using your smartphone. Again, the idea is to get as many players as possible. Supposedly, I would think especially younger generations, people on the go, and they're trying to tap into as many markets as possible. But it's no speculation that they're already embracing this for some of their games, and being able to play across devices, I think they think is going to drive up their revenue. I'm not saying it's not going to, I just think it could sacrifice the overall intent of their game. Now, don't get me wrong, cloud gaming definitely has its place, I just don't think it should be the overall focus. If you look further into Amazon Luna, of course, it has some benefits, but there's also reasons you might not want to use it. Amazon Luna, of course, requires a fast internet connection and uses a lot of data. And of course, the other part of this that really confuses me is the pricing. So if they're partnering with this, of course, it's possible they won't do Sims at all. It just seems to be fitting what exactly they're intending. You have to pay $10 a month if you have Luna Plus, or it is involved with Prime Gaming. And in addition, some people might not just be interested in this. So all in all, the reason I'm bringing this is not to fearmonger. I'm not saying Sims is going to have required subscriptions. There are technologies that exist like this already. However, I still think it's very notable they struck this deal recently, and given all they've been saying about the future of the Sims franchise, I do think they're at least going to offer some Sims games for this. I don't think it'll be required, but again, who knows what is going to happen. As far as we know confirmed, we are not supposed to have any subscriptions or in-game transactions for a future Sims game for Project Renee, but who is to say what's going to happen with everything? And I promise you, if I do hear any good news about the Sims franchise, I will bring it. I'm not here to just lament and say that the Sims is doomed, and I'm not here to just bring bad news. I simply look for news and I try to report on it as honestly as possible. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, I'm not saying that cloud gaming doesn't already exist, but I do think this partnership is very interesting and it is something we should keep our eyes on. Thanks for dealing with my less frequent videos. I will try to get on a better schedule. It is coming to the end of a semester already. I can't believe it. And I've just been really busy. And as always, I will see you in the next video.